Hey guys, this is Ambi from UnderddogChance.com and welcome back to my baseball betting mall projections and baseball bets for Saturday, July 9th. Yesterday I went 2-2 with the profit and right now I'm sitting at more than 19 units of profit. 156 winning bets, 136 losing bets. Those are push bets. Most of the time are for first 5 innings, and I had also I think one total. Positive closing line value numbers, ROI or yield is more correct, more than 5%. For full games, 6.5. Beating the line more than 72% of times, which is I think pretty good. Baseball season is long, so I don't want to make any comments before the season is finished, because at some point I will have bad streaks. For example, at the start of the season I had a bad streak. Maybe later I will also have another bad streak, but I hope that at the end overall season profit will be good enough, and then I will reinvest these profits into some other assets, which is something I do for the last couple of years. So the goal is to make some profit, then reinvest this profit into other assets, and then let's move to winter sports and other seasons, and the journey will continue. This is something I'm doing now for more than 6 years, constantly, every single day. So I'm pretty satisfied with how the things works, and also our betting community grows, and we will do even more great things in the future. I also use other tools for businesses, and I was researching what are people looking on the internet, and I saw that I would say 99% of all people are looking for sports picks. And if we take into account that 95% of people lose at sports betting, maybe there is also correlation. Not a lot of people are looking for sports betting knowledge, sports betting more statistics, and so on. And I think that our community, which is based on this number, so every single bet that is shared in our betting community, and every single bet that I shared since I opened my site was always backed by the numbers. Okay, so no matter if I had a bad streak or something like that, but it was always backed by numbers and based by well-defined probabilistic method, and this is very, very important. My bets were never based on gut feelings. Okay, so I'm doing pretty okay. I'm pretty satisfied with the results so far, and let's move to today's games. Okay, but as I said, I want to stay humble, because I don't know how the season will finish. I never guarantee the profit. It is still sports betting. It is much more about doing the things correctly, right? So not just guessing and not just doing, I don't know, something which is wrong, but doing things correctly, and then the results will probably come. Okay, so let's go to today's games. I have I think 3 bets today, and one will maybe come later, but this bet will be posted on my site UnderddogChance.com under picks, because we still don't have the odds for this game. But let's go with the first game: Detroit White Sox, Cueto, and against league average number pitcher, because he's not qualified for my sports betting mall. And as you see, my numbers, those are my projected numbers. Bookmakers' numbers are pretty similar, and this is not qualified bet. I have here win difference. I'm looking for a little bit bigger win difference, and I'm using adjusted Kelly criterium, 10% adjusted Kelly criterium, to have qualified bets. If the number is 1 or more, then this is qualified bet. If the number is bigger, then it is closer to be a qualified bet. So this is closer to be a qualified bet, but still not there. Okay, Philadelphia, St. Louis, Cal Gibson, Dakota Hudson. Those are my projected odds. Bookmakers odds, as you see, there is small value with St. Louis. I have them at -126. Bookmakers -108. So this is not qualified bet, because it is still not there. One more thing, I'm using decimal odds. I'm always using decimal odds, and when I say that I bet 1 unit, that means that I bet exactly 1 unit. I'm not betting 1.26 units. Okay, I'm not betting, for example, here if I would take Houston, I would not take. So if I would write 1 unit, I would not bet 2.63 units. Okay, this is nonsense. I bet exactly the amount that I write. So if I bet on Houston 1 unit on such a big odds, that means that I bet exactly 1 unit. So if I lose this bet, I lose 1 unit, okay, not 2.63 units or something like that. I think this is very impressive, and this is masterpiece from bookmakers, how they fool sports bettors and how they introduced American odds to sports bettors in the USA, because most sports bettors in the USA are looking for picks. They love sports, but based on my conversation in last 5-6 years, and even before that, with American sports bettors, there is very, let's say, an low or poor knowledge about statistics, math, and probabilistic methods in general. I'm not saying that Americans love to bet, Americans love baseball, but the general knowledge about sports betting is very, very poor, and the bookmakers know how to use this against them. And decimal odds are a little bit easier to understand and easier to use, because when you have decimal odds, you simply multiply your stake with the odds and you get the return and the profit. With American odds, you need to use two if functions. So if the explanation of American odds is when you bet 1 unit at plus 126, that means that you bet 1 unit to win 1.26 units. But when you have minus odds, then it says that you need to bet 1.26 units to win 1 unit. So you have two if functions, and most people, an average, or let's say an average sports bettor in USA who is using American odds, he already has a lot of problems understanding math and statistics behind these odds and probabilities. And now we have two if functions, so he needs to understand this extra problem. So this is extra trouble for an average sports bettor. But this is just small explanation. But anyway, you can use any odds you want. I like to talk in American odds because I know that majority of my followers or people who watch my videos and read my content on my website are Americans, because I'm sharing baseball bets, right? Baseball is most popular in America. But me personally, I use decimal odds, okay? I use decimal odds because I think that they are much more user-friendly, okay? But for me, I could also use American odds because I know how to convert them. I have formulas, and this is not such a big problem. But I just want to say that I'm using decimal, and that when I bet 1 unit, that is exactly 1 unit, not 2.3 or something like that. Okay. LA, Baltimore, not enough value. Minnesota, Texas. The same story as you see, my projected minus 113, bookmakers minus 110, very close number. Houston, Oakland, we still don't have the odds from bookmakers, at least from biggest bookmakers and sharp bookmakers. And if I check soft bookmakers, the odds will probably be very similar to my number, so I will stay away from this game probably. And if I will not, and if I decide to take a bet in this game, once I reproject the game, I will post it on my website. Cleveland, Kansas, Mackenzie Heasley, two right-handed pitcher, plus 120, plus 111, also very close. As you see, minus 120, minus 120. Of course, my projected odds are without the juice. Bookmakers are with the juice. Okay, and the other day I saw a comment that one guy told me that this is a big juice. This is not big juice. Juice is something else. So you need to understand that juice is one thing and odds are another thing. Okay, juice is simply commission that bookmakers take. This is not juice. This is just minus 279 odds, which represent some probability, some implied probability. Okay, that's it. This is not juice. Someone told me that if you play big juice, you will lose at sports betting. No, this is not big juice. This is just simply the odds that represent bigger probability, nothing else. Juice, margins, weak, this is the same. This is something else. So on my website, underdogchance.com, you have all sports betting basics. You can learn these things. So take time, take 1 day, and you can learn a lot of things. But don't mix juice and the odds. So those are two completely different things. Okay, to calculate the juice or the margins, you need to have the odds from all possible outcomes in one game or in one event, okay? If you refer only to this number, this is not juice, this is just the odds, okay? Washington, Atlanta, Patrick Corbin, Kyle Wright. I give 69.41% of chance to Atlanta, not qualified. As you see, my numbers, bookmakers' numbers are very similar. Then we have Tampa Bay Rays, Cincinnati, Rasmussen against Hunter Green. I have Cincinnati as a small underdog, and they are a small underdog. So there is small value with Cincinnati, but this is still not qualified bet for the full game. But once we go to first 5 inning bets, Cincinnati is a qualified bet at plus 128, only first 5 innings, okay? So this is qualified bet. Then we have Miami, New York Mets, Garrett against Carrasco. Also similar numbers, not good enough for me to make a bet. I have Miami plus 177, bookmakers plus 150. Colorado, Arizona, Freeland, Baumgartner, 2 left-handed pitchers. I have Arizona as a small favorite. They are small favorite, no bet. Yankees, Boston. I have league average pitcher numbers here because Boston pitcher, I think, I don't know who is. He's not, Winchowski, I think, he's not qualified for my sports betting model because he doesn't have enough numbers. So we put league average number and I stay away from this game. San Francisco Giants, San Diego Padres, Carlos Rodon, Yu Darvish. Based on my projections, San Diego should be at minus 130. Bookmakers have them as an even game. So this is a great example because an even game means 50-50%. Right, so 50-50 chance, but I have San Diego at 56.48% of chance, and this is why San Diego Padres is 1 unit bet. I need to type it here, San Diego 1 unit. This is for full game. Those are full game bets, first 5 inning bets. Okay. The next game, Toronto, Seattle, Alek Manoah, Robbie Ray. I was with Seattle yesterday. They were the biggest bet, 2 unit bet. They beat Toronto at home, and today we have them. I have them at 57.90% of chance to win this game. The bookmakers have them as a small underdog again, and Seattle is 1.5 unit bet again. So this is another bet. And then we have the last game, Chicago Cubs, LA Dodgers. Yesterday I had Chicago Cubs for first 5 innings and also for the full game. Both odds plus more than plus 200. Later the odds dropped. But it was a winning bet. So first 5 innings, Chicago Cubs beat LA Dodgers in first 5 innings. Later in the game, unfortunately, Chicago Cubs blew the save. David Robinson lost save, blown save, and LA Dodgers won at the end. But it was a profitable complete bet because first 5 innings were plus 2 units. And full game was minus 1 unit, so the total profit was a little bit more than 1 unit in this game. So it was great. It could be even better if Chicago Cubs could save the game, but it was great. And those are my projected numbers right now. Some bookmakers, soft bookmakers, have them at around plus 220. So if we can get plus 220 or more, this could be a 1 unit bet. But I will later reproject the odds with new pitchers, with the new lineups, and then I will see if there is some value, and I will post this on my website, so I will not create another video, of course. Okay, I usually make projections early in the morning. I live in Europe, in Slovenia, and I make projections usually in the morning around 6, 7, 8 in the morning. This is where when I wake up, I make a meditation or something like that, and then I start doing projections to catch early odds, and then those are good odds. So in baseball, you need to try to catch early odds. So if your method or probabilistic sports betting model or your well-defined system works, the odds will drop most of the time. This is how it is. Okay, and betting early is also is great thing to do. Okay, so today's bets. Okay, if we make a quick summary, Cincinnati first 5 innings, of course, with correct odds, plus 128. San Diego Padres at even 1.96. 1 unit Seattle at plus 111, and we are waiting for Chicago Cubs if this is if this will be maybe a qualified bet once I make another projections and once we get the bookmakers odds. Okay, so I hope these winning percentages will help you to make smarter bets, and this is not even that important. I just want to show you my way of betting, so you can see what is possible to do with spreadsheets, with sports betting models, and how sports betting looks like once you start using the numbers, not just bold guessing, not just waiting whole day for other people who will share picks and something like that. It is not even if you bet for fun, this is much bigger fun once you start working on your own probabilistic method when you use winning percentages. Okay, and that's it from me today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Thank you for watching this video, and we hope these sports betting model projections will help you to make winning bets today. Always make your own research, but if you consider making a bet solely on our sports betting model projections, look for the games with the biggest discrepancies between our projected odds and your sportsbook odds. If you want to learn how to build a sports betting model and how to use numbers in sports betting, please visit underdogchance.com. On our website, we have awesome betting articles, free betting training, free sports picks, reviews, and many other things that will help you to become a long-term winning bettor. And of course, we wish you good luck whatever you take today.